Most guru spreadsheets are dangerously simple. They make bad deals look like gold mines because they ignore the real costs. If you're relying on a basic online calculator, you're not investing, you're gambling. I've analyzed hundreds of properties to build a sustainable portfolio. Along the way, I learned the hard way that estimated expenses are where profits go to die. That's why I built a system that strips away the guesswork. In this video, I'm giving you my exact deal analysis spreadsheet. I'm going to show you how to track the 3 critical metrics that almost every beginner ignores, the ones that actually determine if you'll hit a consistent 10% cash-on-cash return. By the end of this video, you won't just know how to analyze a rental property deal. You'll have a professional-grade framework to spot a winner in under 15 minutes. Most people start their investing journey with a basic online calculator. You plug in the monthly rent, subtract the mortgage payment, and boom, got cash flow. Sounds great, right? Wrong. That's exactly how beginners lose their shirts. Those basic tools ignore the invisible killers. I'm talking about capital expenditures, vacancy buffers, and actual property management fees. If you aren't accounting for the roof that needs replacing in 5 years, or the month your tenant disappears, you aren't investing. You're gambling. I've seen investors celebrate a profitable deal on paper, only to realize 6 months later they're actually paying $300 a month out of pocket just to keep the lights on. That's not passive income. That's a second job that pays you nothing. The guru spreadsheets you see everywhere. They're designed to make deals look attractive, so you'll keep watching. But the real world doesn't care about a pretty layout. It cares about the math. If your analysis is off by just 2%, your 10% cash-on-cash return evaporates. And suddenly, your wealth-building asset is just a liability with a fancy address. Here is the truth. Most rental calculators are just glorified subtraction tools. Rent minus mortgage equals profit. That approach is a fast track to a negative cash flow nightmare. If you want a consistent 10% cash-on-cash return, you need a professional-grade framework. I call this the 15-minute deal analysis. It strips away the guesswork and focuses on the numbers that actually move the needle. Let's dive into the 3 metrics the gurus ignore. First, stop using flat percentages for vacancy and maintenance. A 5% vacancy rate is a fairy tale in many markets. If your average lease is 12 months and it takes 3 weeks to find a new tenant, your real vacancy is closer to 6 or 7%. Do the same for maintenance. Don't just guess. Look at the age of the property. A 1970s bungalow needs more love than a 2015 condo. I recommend using PropStream to pull historical data on the neighborhood to see what's normal for the area. Now, we hit the biggest profit killer. CapEx, or capital expenditures. This isn't a leaky faucet. This is the roof, the HVAC, and the water heater. Beginners treat these as surprises. Professionals treat them as monthly bills. If you aren't setting aside 5 to 10% of your gross rent into a separate reserve fund, you don't have a 10% return. You have a ticking time bomb. Finally, we get to the gold standard. Most people calculate CoC as annual cash flow divided by the down payment. That is wrong. Your cash-in isn't just the down payment. It's the down payment plus closing costs, plus immediate rehab needs, plus your initial vacancy bridge. If you put $20K down, but spend $5K on paint and $3K on closing costs, your investment is $28K, not $20K. Dividing your profit by 20K gives you a fake number. Dividing by 28K gives you the truth. If you're on the go and can't open a laptop, I use Deal Check to run these quick numbers before I even commit to a full spreadsheet analysis. It allows you to plug in these specific reserves so you can kill bad deals in seconds, not hours. Now the spreadsheet is the brain, but you still need the raw data. If you're tired of manually hunting for off-market leads, I use PropStream. It pulls the data instantly, so you can plug it right into the analysis. For those of you who want a quick mobile check before diving into the full sheet, Deal Check is my go-to. It's fast, accurate, and keeps you from overpaying. And if you're looking for the community to vet these numbers, Bigger Pockets is the gold standard. Using this exact stack, PropStream for leads, Deal Check for triage, and my spreadsheet for the final deep dive, is how I've consistently hit that 10% cash-on-cash return. No guesswork, just math. If you want to stop guessing and start investing with data, click the links in the description to grab these tools. And if this breakdown helped you, hit that subscribe button. We're building wealth, one calculated deal at a time.